Does he want a way to bounce back?
Yeah, certainly. It was very pleasing to come away with a win. After the disappointment of last night against Gloucester, when we spoke about that, it was, let's face it, was a pretty poor performance last night. So, I suppose the character shown by the players to come out here and perform the way we've done. I still think if we're being critical, we probably still left 20 odd runs out there with the bat tonight after our start. Obviously Salty was fantastic. Particularly after getting a bit of feedback from his teammates and the coaching staff. And he responded wonderfully well, and so that's really pleasing. And then Delray Rawlins coming in for his first game, his first T20 game, his first time at Lords, and to play the way he did, carrying his work, his training form and his second 11 T20 form into this game. Thought was fantastic, and then obviously as a collective bowling unit, Joffre got that hat trick and shut down the game wonderfully well. But I think as a collective, from the top with Dave Visa picking up an important wicket early doors with Paul Sterling, and I thought we just hung in there. I thought Briggs bowled wonderfully well. Everyone chipped in, everyone did their bit. Chris Jordan's 19th over, that was fantastic. Gave Joffre, something to work with there at the end, and then Joffre hitting those Yorkers, him and CJ, two of the best Yorker bowlers going around, shut down the game, which was great.
A hat-trick for Jofra Archer, what a way to do it. I mean, that was execution of skills more than anything. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, fantastic. Hat-trick at Lords, one including the England one-day and T20 captain. So look, fair play to him. He just implemented his skills well, and it's not a surprise to see him get those Yorkers in because he practices them a lot. So it's just great, from I suppose the coach's perspective, to see a player go out and implement the skills that they put a lot of time and effort into practicing is very pleasing.
Pretty cool catch from CJ down in the deep there. It was never in doubt, was it?
Again, he practices it a lot, and he practices catching, moving around, when he's tired, when he's fatigued, and that was, particularly after he just bowled that 19th over. I thought that was absolutely brilliant.
A word for Luke Wright's captaincy. I thought he juggled his bowlers brilliantly tonight. Yeah,
he certainly did, and he held Rash back a bit for some time, and it wasn't quite things didn't quite work out for Rash tonight. But what was pleasing was that we're getting wickets. Different players are stepping up with the ball in hand. Tonight we had Joffre and CJ chipped in, Danny Briggs chipped in, David Visa bowled well, having not bowled much in the previous games. So that was most pleasing.
It was fun to watch Rashid coming right down the wicket to the England captain, giving him a stare like a fast bowler. That's a sign of the confidence of some of the young players you've got here, isn't it?
No, he's a wonderful competitor, Rashid Khan, and he's been brilliant around the dressing, around the team. His work ethic is second to none. It's no surprise he's the number one T20 bowler in the world with his work ethic, and his enthusiasm is rubbing off on all the players, and our supporters are coming out in force, and they're loving him.
So looking ahead to Sunday, what's the one learning from tonight?
Yorkers aren't a bad delivery. I suppose we got a few wickets with Yorkers, which we already knew. I think just having that clarity of thought and having that intent with the bat. We certainly don't want lads to go into their shell, especially after last night where we had a bit of a stinker with the bat. The message was, let's just make sure our clarity of thought and our decision making is good, but have that intent to put the bowler under pressure. And that was really pleasing because the batting group could have gone into their shell and been a little bit cautious, but they went out there and played well. We just probably, if we are critical, we probably just needed to finish the innings off and close it out and get that score up. Instead of 168, possibly 180 to 190.
A proud coach tonight. Well done, Jason.
No, thanks, mate.